Twin brother reveals that my fiance's ex didn't cheat, it was a manipulation by her ex. Hey, can someone lend me a hand? I'm freaking out in the living room all by myself while my fiancé is snoozing away peacefully. Here's who's in the mix. Me 26F. My fiancé, let's call him Sam 26M. My twin brother, Adam 26M. My husband's ex, Jenny 25F. Jenny's high school ex, Dan 25M. So Sam and I have been engaged for about 2 months now. We've been together for a solid 3 years, and guess what? I'm 5 months pregnant. All of us, me, Sam, Jenny, Adam and Dan, have lived and are currently living in the same small town. Every one of us except Dan attended the same community college and were friends. Adam knew Dan through another friend of his from his high school. At the time of college, Sam and Jenny were pretty serious and had shared with us that they planned to marry right after graduation. I always had a little crush on Sam, but Jenny was my good friend and I never disrespected their relationship at the time. Dan was the ex of Jenny at the time who Sam wasn't really a fan of. In the last year of our college, Sam and Jenny broke up. Jenny allegedly cheated on Sam with Dan and our entire friend group cut her out. She was sort of introverted and we were mainly her entire support system, and I can probably say she felt all alone. She was devastated and still wanted Sam back and tried reaching out to him a million times despite him saying no, and she had stayed that way until she was blocked. After some time, however, Sam, now my fiancé, and I started hanging out just the two of us, and he eventually asked me out. He used to mention how and why he never saw me before, and I was thrilled to be his girlfriend. We have been dating ever since and now planning our wedding. Just a few days ago, Adam dropped a bomb on me that Jenny never cheated, and he has been keeping this inside him ever since. Apparently, from grapevine, he heard that Dan, Jenny's ex, had been bragging to some of his friends that he planted insecurities in Sam and made him believe she was cheating, and the fact she was still on his socials with him gave him leverage. Adam got to know this about this 3 months into Sam and I dating, but he never shared the truth with either of us because he saw just how happy I was with him as I had a bad dating history myself, and he felt selfish as a brother for wanting me to have a good relationship for once. I thanked him for this, but asked him why is he sharing all of this now. We have all moved on. He says that he feels guilty for potentially lying by omission. Jenny's dad has cancer, and she could really use some support. We were her friends, and she may need someone to lean on to. I flat out refused to let Adam tell Sam because I do not want to wreck my relationship, as personally when Sam and I started dating, it was a fresh start for both of us, and we decided not to give any exes space in our lives together. I know for a fact that if Sam gets to know, he will definitely try to reach out to Jenny, who still wants him back, and use the fact that she's vulnerable right now to bond with him. I do not want that. Sam is like that. He has a history of overcompensating for his shortcomings. Also, I am extremely insecure about our relationship after learning this information and wished Adam had never shared it with me. I am pregnant and we are going to be creating a life together with a baby on the way, and I'm just angry and upset. Adam agreed not to share with Sam, but now I feel crazy and hormonal. I feel like this is my survival instinct kicking in, as I feel like my potential family is being threatened here, and I feel extremely protective over our relationship and want to just move away from this town. I mean, Jenny started hating my guts ever since I got together with Sam, but I never thought much about it, and I know for a fact that she will want him back. How do I bring this manic crazed suggestion of moving towns in a way I don't seem crazy? Update. This is an update for a conversation I had with Sam some time ago. So Adam? Yeah, he's being a real jerk. I mean, a major one. He's managed to get himself ostracized, and honestly, he totally deserves it. I'll fill you in on the details later. After going through some pretty tough comments, yeah, some were just plain trolling, like saying, "I'm not Sam's true love," big eye roll, but some really hit home and made me do some serious self-reflection. So yeah, big thanks to those folks. It was a wake-up call I needed. I decided to share everything with Sam. I mean, I told him absolutely everything Adam said. I didn't hold back. I let him in on all my worries and insecurities. I opened up about my concerns about having Jenny back in the picture, especially with our wedding and baby on the horizon. I figured it was time to ask for some reassurance. Sam's reaction really threw me for a loop, like seriously surprised me. So it turns out one of you guys nailed it. Word's already getting out there, and Sam's gonna catch wind of it sooner or later, whether it's from me or some other source. And guess who spilled the beans? Yep, you guessed it, good old Adam, the same dude who used to think he was some kind of saint. Apparently, he spilled everything to Sam a few nights back when he was totally plastered at some bar. Sam thought he was just joking around and didn't really know how to bring it up, but he was planning on tackling it regardless. Crazy, right? Turns out, when Adam told me about the drama, he was simply trying to gauge my reaction to it, but resigned all hope because Sam already knew from him, and he regretted trickling the truth to him. To cut it short, we decided on a few things. Sam and I are moving to a new city indeed. This wasn't just my idea, it was his too. It only makes sense for us to hard reset our lives and get away from this toxic mess. We don't want to raise our children in this community anymore, and we want to keep our lives relatively drama-free. After we marry, we both will write a single letter to Jenny from our new place of residence, apologizing to her and acknowledging how bad the situation is, wishing her the best, signing off both of our names to make it clear that we both are a teen. This will be our only attempt at communication with her. We would request not to receive any reply from her and would mark any received letters from her as RTS return to sender. To be clear, she's not going to be a part of our lives. We are going to go no contact with her after we send out the letter to her. Her behavior has been problematic over the years, and we don't think it's healthy for us to support her or be in close proximity with her. Although Adam has agreed to be there for her, and another mutual friend of ours will also visit her next weekend. Best news, we are still moving forward with our wedding, so yay. Anyway, this whole thing went very unexpectedly, and I am so happy I listened to all of you and took your advice to bring this conversation to him. I definitely feel that based on what we want moving forward and what we mutually decided right now has indeed strengthened our trust in each other. Some metaphorical demons inside my head incarnated as some Redditors who thought it'll be fun to mess with a pregnant fiancé. That was also fun for a while. For you, not for me. I was mostly spiraling. As for Adam, Sam wasn't actually upset with him. In fact, he has been calming me down ever since I said I want to have a hormonal meltdown over him. Sam admitted that his relationship with Jenny would have broken down either way, as he now knows that we are meant to be. To clarify, Jenny simply slow danced with Dan at the reunion party, which she felt was wrong, and when questioned, wrongfully admitted to cheating because she felt guilty, when it wasn't that big of a deal in my opinion, and Sam would have likely forgiven her. Sam and I both concluded that Jenny never cheated. She simply did something out of ignorance. Had things been different, he would have moved past this. However, if that reality played out, we wouldn't be together, and Sam wouldn't have wanted that. So Sam's pretty much shaking his head at her, thinking she's still off in dreamland, trying to clear her name after all the craziness she's caused. He's like, seriously, why bother? He's all about just focusing on us now. He's actually kind of thankful for all the drama cause it led us to where we are, you know. He's really pumped about marrying me, like it's all he talks about lately. It's like he's counting down the seconds till we say, I do. And he's not shy about saying it. He's all in on this whole marriage thing. He stated if he were to turn back time with this information, he wouldn't change a thing about how everything turned out. Everything that played out, because all of it led to me. I was really touched by it. He's going to be planning a really nice date for both of us to recover from this stressful situation.